hit record again. Sorry, I'm going to like go through on speed really fast and just make a Facebook group just to do it again. Okay, thanks. Because now it needs to be recorded again. Okay, making a Facebook group, just to walk everybody through it again, just briefly. I'm not going to do the whole thing, but create on your homepage, create group. We lost the recording, so I'm redoing it for anyone who's watching this later. Create group, type a name, enter the names of anyone you want to add to the group, add it to your favorites. You can keep it closed, you can make it secret. I don't personally think it needs to be secret, but it doesn't matter. And then once you hit create, then it'll take you to a page like this one. Awesome August challenge group is the one we made before we lost the call. Okay, I talked about uploading files. You can upload those through this button right here, and people can access them through their desktop. They can also do it on their phone. Photos, upload before and afters. You can upload food photos, just anything that sounds fun. And then, and then you can add a description in here. Just say something brief like, welcome to our group. So glad to have you. Like, just, you can say whatever you want. But that's just kind of the gist of that group thing right there. I think the last thing I was talking about was the drive, right? Okay.
Correct.
All right. Sorry. So go into, if you're on my team, this is my resources, so it looks a little different than Noelle's. But I go into challenge groups, and then I go into, like, you can get the cover photos from this one right here, challenge group cover photos. There's daily posts in here, which we'll talk about in a sec. This is just some ideas for promoting challenge groups. If you need, like, just images to have for, like, ideas. That's not one. Have ideas for, like, how to make a challenge group post that, like, says, like, hey, I have a challenge group. Those are just some ideas there. There's general challenge group resources. This is where I would download files from this Google Drive. And I would pick, my welcome email. These are just Shakeology recipes, a few different personal development books. I feel like it's huge. If you can get some of your challengers to read personal development, it's going to help so much, not just in fitness, it's going to help in their life. And if, as a coach, if you're not currently reading any personal development, by personal development, I mean something like a book like The Slight Edge, The Compound Effect, listening to church talks, like just listening to things that are highly motivating. Then start doing that. Calling you out on that. Meal plans. I would upload meal plans, templates, just give them the resources. The idea is to make it so that they don't have to go search for it all over the place. So now, like, you have it here, and you can give them anything and everything that I have right here. Like, you guys can use this. You can use anything that Noelle has. We are all, like, into sharing here. Sorry, I'm like, if I'm talking fast, I don't mean to. Oh, okay, sorry. Challenge groups, daily posts. So this is just some ideas. We, as coaches, we, like, post pretty much every day. And for, like, anyone who's doing a group with me this coming week, I'm going to actually assign you guys a day to post, or, like, 2 days or 3 days, however many we have for different coaches. And in here, probably what I'll just have you do to start with is just pull from that day that you're assigned. So we have in here, like, Noelle, Chloe, Chelsea, and I have kind of come up with a lot of different challenge group, like, kind of formats. And they're just helpful for getting a prep week off and starting, like you can see right here, it says, since this week is all about prepping for the 21-day fix, let's start by doing this. So there's just informational posts for getting people started, getting them going with videos. There's lots of really good meal planning videos in here. There's pictures that we can add. But, like, if, say, you were assigned day 1, day 5, or, like, Mondays or something, then you would go through and you would copy and paste everything from this day into separate posts. This says, like, day 1, this is the first post. You can see how they're separated. I'm, like, pointing with my finger. You guys can't see my finger. You can see how, like, this is the second post. It's separated down here. You don't have to post 3 times a day, but we recommend, like, I would recommend you post at least 2 times, once in the morning when everybody gets up and, like, hopefully does their workout, and then once in the evening so that they can check in and just kind of make sure that they're like doing like their workout and drinking their Shakeology, how their day went, that kind of thing. And then just throughout the day, you can share whatever. Anyone can share recipes. You can share, I like to share like every Tuesday and every Thursday, I share like a transformation post just to keep people like motivated, and make them feel like, yes, like we're all on this journey together and it's like going to do something for you. You just have to give it time. Anything you read in personal development is a great thing to share in a challenge group. Sorry, I feel like I'm going like at the speed of light right now. You guys good?
I think offline so you can keep going, Danae. I probably need you to show me how to get to this drive.
Yes, I will send it, Julie. If I haven't sent it to you yet, I will send it to you.
Okay.
And then you can go back and watch the video again and just see how I got to this specific spot. But it's in the JoyFit resources, challenge groups, daily posts for challenge groups, and then you can pick any of these scripts, whatever day you're assigned. It'll say like day 1 through 30 usually, or 28 sometimes. But if like, say I assign you to do Tuesdays, then every Tuesday you would count out the days and it would say like day 2, day 9, day, whatever the next 7 days would be, like day 16, something like that. And you would be responsible for posting on those days. And you can either post what's in here on this, this like kind of format where it's like scripted out for you. You can change it a little bit if you like want to change some of the wording and make it sound more like you. Add in your own personal experience, those kinds of things. So that's kind of like where you get the resources to set it up. So now what I want to tell you guys about is something awesome. It's called Hootsuite. And you can do this through the Tracker app as well. And like pretty much anything that I'm showing you right now can be applied to the My Challenge Tracker app, but I'll show you that in a couple minutes. This is a free account. If you like log in and like make an account, you can log in with Facebook, which is why it's letting me automatically log in. But it's linked to my Facebook, and this just allows me to auto schedule posts. When like we figured this out, it was like amazing, because I'm not even joking. 2 years ago, I used to have to like go in every single day and put a post in and be like, okay, wait, it's 9 o'clock. I have to put another post in my challenge group, and it would totally interrupt my day. And it was just like, blah. And I managed, and we all did, and it was fine. But it's so much less stressful to just be able to schedule it out and have it planned, and at least have like one post of the day that you don't have to worry about, because then you're not like stressed and worried that you're going to forget that day, and that your responsibility for like making sure you're showing up that day for your people is, taken care of. And just kind of a disclaimer, if you auto schedule your posts, you still have to show up in the group. You still need to be liking and commenting on pictures, interacting with your challengers. That's what makes it an interactive community. I know sometimes I get guilty of like not always like using the auto scheduler, and then like not always commenting and forgetting sometimes. So that's the only downside to it, is you do have to really be actively aware, like, and plan a time to like schedule in when you're going to check into your challenge groups. I usually only have 2 at the same time if I have 2 going. I recommend just start with one. Start with one and go from there. You'll get used to it, and you'll be able to swing a couple of groups. But just start with one or 2 people that you're trying to help, or just doing it yourself and just getting a feel for how to do the group. Okay, if I was going to auto schedule, say, day 1's post, I would come over here to day 1, and I would just copy and paste this part right here. It's copy, and then I go over to Hootsuite, and I hit paste. Oh wait, hold on. I think I forgot a step. I did forget a step. Sorry, hang on guys. This is how you copy and paste a post. And then you hit save this one, and you can schedule it ahead of time. I'm not actually going to schedule this one because I don't want it in this group. But I would schedule it, say, for next Monday at 5 o'clock a.m. That's how my posts always are, at the same time. Okay, so I'm not going to do that. But so now you're at Hootsuite. Let's say you've created your account, or you've logged in with Facebook. How on earth do you get it to say things that say like Summer Scorcher Challenge, Summer Sips Hydration Challenge? How do you get it to say your groups? So the way that you do that is you go in over here on this left-hand side, and you're going to hover over the little like icon that has your name on it. And I hit my name, and then you scroll down. Once you scroll down, you should be able to see, hold on, let me move this little dealio. You should be able to see the different groups. For a free Hootsuite account, you can only have 3 streams or social networks. So because this challenge group is done, I'm going to actually remove this one. So I just hit this little toolbar right here, and then I said remove from Hootsuite. If it's going to do it. Okay. It doesn't want to let me do it. Oh, okay. Hootsuite says what? What does it say? Yes, I'm sure I want to remove it. Okay, so now I'm going to add a social network. This is how I'm going to add that new group that I just created back in Facebook. It'll say add social network. I hit Facebook, connect with Facebook, and then it has a warning in there. You have to say okay to all of these different things. Okay, so I just made that awesome August group. I'm going to hit that one. That's going to be the group I'm going to use for next week. And then I go down here and I say add selected accounts. Once I do that, I'm going to go over to the left-hand side again where it says streams. And then from there, I can add a new stream, or I can just start copying and pasting and then scheduling. Okay? Does that make sense? I feel like this is like old hat for a couple of us and new for some of us. That's how you can do it through Hootsuite. There's another way to use Buffer. I prefer Hootsuite just because I've had technical difficulties with Buffer. I think the only last thing I wanted to talk to you guys about was, if you don't have any questions from there, is how to set up the app. And I'm not going to go over all of this because there is actually a video that the Beachbody created that's for the app. So I'm just going to say, though, that I want to create a new group. Hold on, I can't see where my little button is. Okay, so over on this side, I'm going to go to mychallengetrackerportal.com. So when I hit this, it usually will ask for my Beachbody login. You just log in with your regular Coach ID. Your Coach ID login, and this is how you can use the app, which I love the app. I'm trying to get my groups to go to the app, but not all of them like it, and so it's just kind of a work in progress. So I'm going to say I want to create a new group. So I'm switching gears. This is if I'm using a Facebook, or I'm using my challenge group app to make a group. The application is the same. It's just the nice thing about the app is that it's all in one place. Everybody can download the app from their phone. They made it so that you don't actually have to send a login code anymore. It changed so that you just have, you just send them a confirmation email, they click it, and then it says, do you want to join this group? And then they say yes. So instead of having to do the access codes, it's way simpler now. So I'm going to say awesome August challenge group, I think is what I called it. I'm going to say the run start date is from July, I'm going to say Sunday the 31st, just so I have an extra day. And I'm going to say it's a 40-day challenge just to make sure I have enough days to cover my prizes, everything like that. And then you select a program. I always select multi-program because not everybody does the same one. You go in, you make a description, blah, blah, blah. I'll change that later. You select an image. Same idea. You can select it from your phone, from your computer. And it will put the image in and say, do you want to crop it? And then you say no, you save it. Okay, so now I'm ready to go with this group. And I hit create group. Okay, so this is part of the cool thing with this. On Facebook, you can add people as admins to a group. You could do the same thing here. This is just saying, as the coach who created this group, how do you want your participants to be able to contact you? I'll put my phone number in there. Okay. So then they would be able to contact me. My time zone is Pacific time because I want it to schedule on my time. And then I hit next. Okay. So once you do that, the way that you invite your participants is you basically just type their name and their email in here. So I'm going to hit Cami. I've already done Cami before, but I'm just going to use you as an example. CP Lish, I think is your email at, I think I'm making up your email, Cami, sorry. cplish@gmail.com. We're going to pretend it's Cami's email. She says I'm right. My memory works. Okay, so then I hit add to list. And then I do the same thing for however many people I have adding to that group. Add anyone you can think of, any of the coaches you have participating in the group, any of your challengers, anyone who's bought a program and has signed up to have you as their free coach, like for that program, you want to invite them. Then I would hit invite. It'll send them an email and it says like, congratulations on being part of a challenge group. You can change it. I recommend changing it if you want. You don't have to though. Just say like, it has all the instructions in here. It just says how to download the app. It says how to get started. And it has videos that they'll be able to walk through and follow for setting up the app on their phone. Let's see. The next thing you can do, you can add coach admins, which I think is awesome. This means you can like make it so that multiple coaches can post to this group and they can access this specific group as a coach through this portal right here. Like for instance, if Julie, if you tried to access this right now and I hadn't made you a coach admin, you wouldn't be able to see this group. So same idea, you hit their email. Julie, I don't remember your email. It doesn't matter, but I'm just going to pretend I know Julie's email, julieknappa@gmail.com. And then I would hit add coach admin and it'll send Julie an email to say like, Danae wants you to be a coach admin for this group. Do you accept this? And then you hit yes, and it'll allow you to access it through this site through here. You can access on your computer. You can access it on your phone. And you can do it on both. Sorry, I was just looking at Chloe's message. You can do it on both the app on the computer and you can do it from like your mobile phone. There's not an actual coach app to be able to use, but you can do it here. Like you can do it on the site and it's mobile friendly. I've used it to schedule things on my phone before and it's great. You could upload files, which is awesome. So it's seriously, it's like the Facebook group and Hootsuite combined in one. It like, I don't even know how to explain how excited this made me when they came out with this because I think it's amazing. So you can upload files and I'm just going to show you guys a group that's already been created so you can see one. You can upload files. You can see the participants. So like I can see who's been logging their Shakeology, who's been logging their workouts. I can see who's been like, who's updated their goals. So like say I hit Ashley. Ashley has a before photo. She has some measurements, like, and everyone can do this through the app. They can add in their measurements. They can add in their Shakeology flavor. They can make sure to enable, like I can see over here, can my coach, like, can I see everything that they have like put here? And if it says no to any of those things, I can let them know. Anyway, I think the app is awesome. And I think everybody should use the app, but I'm still working on trying to convince everyone of that. That's just my opinion. Okay, we have 10 minutes left. So that's pretty much all I really wanted to cover. I hope it made sense. And if it like was confusing, please like watch the video again and let me know what's confusing. Or just ask questions now since we have 10 minutes. Hold on, let me unmute everybody and I'm gonna stop screen sharing. Now you guys get to look at my sweaty face. Hold on.
Okay, I have a question.
Yes, everyone can unmute yourself.
Sorry, guys. So I'm going to be out of town next week, so I'm trying to set up all of the posts for the challenge tracker app.
Uh-huh.
How do I upload files that aren't just like pictures? Like I know that you did like the meal plans through the challenge app, didn't you?
Yeah, so that's one of the things about the Challenge Tracker app. Let me just show you guys over here. So on the Challenge Tracker portal, If you go into files, you hit add a new file.
Yeah, I did that, but I don't know how to share those files once I add them. Does that make sense?
So like in the app, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me just a sec. I'm going to try and get in through my phone. It's like so that you mean like so that people in the app know where to find it, right?
Yes.
Okay. So when you look, I'll like try and show you one here. Okay, hold on. Let's stop screen sharing. So you add a file. It has to be a PDF. That's one of the rules of the Challenge Tracker app. So you can convert things to a PDF, and if you don't know how to do that, I can show you, or you can do it on like just find a YouTube video. It's super easy. But say I've got my groups. I'm going to go into Summer Scorcher Challenge, and then so like if this is the first page you look at when you're on the app.
Yeah.
You're going to click that little three thing, the little three bars. And once you click that, oh, hold on, not that. I'm sorry. That's the wrong one. It's the three people, not the three bars. Click the little three people thing down here by the plus sign.
Okay, just a second. I'm doing it as you're doing it.
Okay. It should look like this when you click the three people.
Okay, yes.
And then it says info and files right there in the middle.
Yeah.
So if they click that, then they can see all the files.
Okay, so they can see those too.
Yeah, they'll be able to see them. As long as you've uploaded them into the group through the computer, they'll be able to see the files.
Perfect. Okay, that's cool.
Okay.
Yay.
Anyone else have questions? Oh, and that's the other thing too, Cammie. And you mentioned going out of town next week.
Yeah.
If you schedule all of your posts for next week ahead of time, then you shouldn't have any issues. Like I've never had issues with my Challenge Tracker app posts going through. It's always been Hootsuite. So if for whatever reason, like you're worried about it, you can add me to your challenge group and I can just make sure it goes through. Just add me as a coach admin.
Oh, perfect. Because I created one that was like, hey guys, I'm going to be out of town this week, but if you have any questions, you can talk to my coach, Danae. But if I add you on it, then you can just see if there are.
Yeah, just add me to it and then like tell them to tag me in it or send me a text or something if I don't respond.
Okay.
That way, like they know like I'm there. And I can also just see like if your post didn't go through, then I'll just post a few things. I'll just take whatever I posted for my group and put it over there.
Okay, that's so great. Thank you.
Okay, Julie, do you have any questions?
Nope, looks pretty simple so far.
Okay. Tiffany, you've done this before. You're like pro. Okay, well, do you guys have any other questions for me? Sorry, I feel like a stressed mess. I'm fine. I'm going to Utah. Cammie, do you want to come see me?
Yeah, when are you coming?
We're driving up tomorrow. Sorry, I'm going to stop recording if we don't have any other questions.